All right, hello, thank you for tuning in. We are about to dive into this 30-minute slow flow practice. For our practice today, you will need a strap or something that will act as a strap. I'm using a dog leash, or maybe grabbing something similar to that. If you don't have anything at all that resembles a strap, you could be a long sleeve shirt or a sweater grabbing onto the sleeves. So I'll give you a moment to grab that, and then we'll get started on our backs. Having that strap close by, you don't have to reach for it. So whenever you're ready, we start by laying all the way down onto the floor. You can choose to begin with the feet planted if the lower back feels tight. Depending when in your day you're taking this practice, it could feel nice to find a full body stretch, letting the knees rock from side to side. You're allowing those knees to fall from left to right, maybe even a little pause to one side for a moment. And then we're all going to settle into a place where the feet come wide onto the mat, and then we allow the knees to fall into the center of the space to connect. We roll onto the inner edges of the feet, and you could adjust how wide the feet come. Wider, you walk them a little bit more intense for the outer hips, and a little bit narrower, the easier it may feel for the hip joint. I like to have my arms over the head, palms facing up, shoulders soft, but you can choose to begin with the arms anywhere that feels comfortable. We find a nice release through the lower back here as the knees knock in to touch. And you could even plant your feet, pick up the hips a little bit, pull your tailbone forward, and then place the lower back down onto the floor. And wherever you find yourself on the mat, taking your first couple deep, full breaths. That exhale is releasing or relaxing tension away from shoulders, the neck, the chest. Relaxing tension from the face, the jaw. You may even find the tongue falling gently to the roof of the mouth. Fingers curling in. Beginning to breathe deeper into the side ribs, into the back body. And as you spend a few more moments here in the shape that you've chosen, you may feel the need to adjust the legs. You may feel the need to adjust the arms. At any point, you could bring one palm to the belly and one palm to the chest, having elbows rest. And then breathing 3 more times, a little bit deeper into those areas where the palms are connecting. We allow our bodies to fully arrive into the practice. We allow our breath to arrive into the practice, as well as our minds, our energy, our intention. Option to keep the hands exactly where they are. On your next inhale, we're going to switch the knees. The soles of the feet come in together to touch, and we have our knees fall wide. Diamond shape or butterfly shape with the legs. And then taking just 3 more rounds of breath, allowing gravity to pull the outer thighs to the mat, to open up through the inner thighs, the groin. Maybe you try tucking the chin a little bit more in towards the chest. Take your last breath here. Option to stay longer if you feel comfortable. When you are ready to move, let's begin by taking the right knee in towards the right armpit. The left knee will stay exactly where it is. So I stay on that outer edge of the left foot as I draw my right knee, my right thigh up towards the right armpit. You can invite a few gentle circles of the right thigh bone, moving it in one direction, moving it in the other direction, and then pausing again when the knee or the thigh comes as close to the right side ribs as you can. Switch the grip, reach the right arm inside of the right leg. You could grab onto the outer edges of the foot or the big toe and then kick the right foot up towards the ceiling. Half happy baby while maintaining that left outer thigh opening. I like to place my left hand onto my left hip. Inhale and then exhaling, gently softening the right thigh down beside the right rib, shoulder away from the ears, maybe a gentle rock from side to side as you open up through the lower back. Okay, we'll keep a hold of the right foot as you plant the left foot to the floor, left knee points up, and then pull the right knee in towards the chest. This is where you can reach for that strap, and we're going to begin to hook the strap around the ball of the right foot. So once you have that, adjust the hands onto the strap as much as you need. We're all going to start with that left foot planted, taking it more into the hamstring here. Looking at those right toes, making sure they're dialing right back towards the nose. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. And then just working to lengthen the right hamstring. If you feel really comfortable here, you could always lengthen the left leg long, going a little bit deeper into the stretch. Otherwise, left foot can stay planted. Inhale, kicking the right heel up to the ceiling. Exhale, trying to soften or pull the right thigh in towards the belly. Continuing to flex the right foot. We'll take one more breath. From here, we'll take the strap into the left hand. Okay, pulling the right leg just a couple of inches to the left side of the mat. So not coming into a twist, but working to stretch the outer line of that leg or IT band. Again, I like to dig my right thumb into my right hip crease or press to encourage that hip to draw down. And then you could find that sweet spot, how far you take the leg across the body. You could always be quite bent, or you could work to lengthen it longer. Release from there, right leg will come through center, take the strap into the right hand as you open it up to the right side, finishing it off. Maybe left hand comes to left hip, pulling the right thigh up towards the right shoulder. Just one breath here. As you exhale, we're gonna release the foot from the strap, bend the right knee and place the right sole of the foot onto the left inner thigh. So kind of like that half diamond shape or butterfly shape. Strap is down, place your hands to the floor, chin to chest, roll yourself up to find a seat. Use your elbows, use your forearms, sitting up as tall as you can. Left leg stays long, right foot stays into the inner thigh. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, we're gonna add a little twist to the left. So right hand can come outside that left thigh, left hand can come behind you, shoulders drop down. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, twist deeper to the left. Come back through center, we'll twist to the right now. So left hand comes outside right thigh, right hand comes behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, add another twist. Releasing through center, place your hands behind you, plant your left foot. Take that right foot and cross it on top of the left thigh. Seated figure four, we could adjust the bum, bringing the hips closer to the left heel, pressing the right knee away. I like to add a little gentle rock from side to side as you open up that outer hip. Drawing chest forward, maybe gaze lifts. One more inhale. Exhale, finish off by rocking your shape to the left, planting the right foot to the floor, sitting up tall, dropping that right hip crease down. One more twist as you inhale. Exhale, twist your spine to the right. So left elbow can come outside the right thigh. Right hand can come behind you, sit tall, inhale, breath, resist, elbow to thigh as you exhale, look back over right shoulder. Good, we'll come through center, find a counter twist again. So you're turning to the left, kind of facing the back of the mat here. We're gonna keep the feet exactly where they are. Press down into the feet to lift your hips. Don't move the feet, just keep unraveling yourself to the left. So walking over to that left shoulder, don't move the feet. Eventually you're turning to the front of the mat with the left thigh crossing in front of the right. And then continue to walk your hands to the left. Coming a little bit deeper into that rotation. If you want, you could roll to outer edges of the feet. Feet stay where they are as you walk the hands through center and then bring right foot underneath right hip. coming into a standing forward fold at the front of the mat. Let's bend the knees a little bit more here. Grab opposite elbows, chin to chest, ragdoll from side to side, lengthening out the lower back. You can even shake the head yes, shake the head no, looking all the way to the back of the space. Gently, fingertips find the mat, deep bend into the knees, roll yourself all the way up to stand, bone by bone. Inhale, breath, reach the fingertips over the head. Once you get there, we're gonna grab onto the left wrist with the right hand. Lengthen longer as you inhale. Exhale, gentle side bend to the right, pulling that left wrist over to the right side of the mat. Stay in your side bend, pick up your left foot, step it behind you to the right side. Come to the outer edge of that left foot and then sink deeper into your side bend as you pull onto that left wrist. Good. Bring the feet underneath the hips, reach the fingertips to the sky. Inhale, exhale, hinge as you fold belly to thigh. Take a breath in to lengthen, long spine, flat back. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down, and then walk both hands inside that front foot. We're gonna heel toe our right foot off to the right side of the mat. Option to stay up here on the hands. Option to work in these 3 breaths to come down to elbows or forearms. Back toes can be tucked or untucked. And then you could choose to roll to the outer edge of the front foot or keep all 5 toes planted. Couple other options here. If you roll to the outer edge of the front foot, we could gently press right hand onto right inner thigh as you lean away, depending how deep you want to take this stretch. Making sure the right knee is tracking right over that right big toe. One more breath in. Good, we'll come back up onto the hands if you're not already there. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. We're gonna step left foot outside, left hand, come to a yogi squat at the front of the mat. Toes out, heels in. Drop the bum, bring the elbows to inner thighs, thumbs to heart center. Add a little bit of movement from side to side. If you want to interlace the hands, roll out your wrists. Maybe you're taking that at the same time here. One more breath. Good. So depending on the mobility in your hips, if you're quite low in your squats, you're going to go ahead and try to sit from here. Of course, if you need your hands or you need to swing your legs around, you'll come down to your seat. Planting your feet, sit tall, inhale, breath, exhale with control, little activation into the belly as we roll all the way back down to the floor, bone by bone, exactly back to where we were. Point the toes, reach the arms overhead, full body stretch, inhale. And then exhale, just soften and release, let that go. Good. We're gonna bring the right outer foot to the floor, have that right knee open up, and then pull the left knee in towards the left armpit, taking the hands around the left thigh. Taking this all on the other side, we can start to draw some circles with the thigh bones. Moving one direction and then moving the other direction. Pausing with the left knee coming up towards the left armpit. Reach inside the leg, grab for the foot or the big toe, and then kick the left heel up towards the ceiling. Right hand can come to the right hip. Draw that left thigh down as if you would in a half happy baby, and then maybe adding a little gentle rock here from side to side. Lengthen the tailbone, draw the chin to chest. When you're ready, plant the right foot, draw the left knee in towards the belly, reach for that strap one more time and place it around the ball of the left foot. Starting off with the hamstring stretch, left heel presses to the ceiling, working your hands up or down that strap. Left toes drawing towards the nose. Inhale, you kick to lengthen. Exhale, you may begin to feel softness or opening into the back of that leg. If you wanted it at any point, bottom right leg could lengthen, going deeper. Keeping intention and energy focused around the movement that you're presently in. Try not to let our mind wander. We'll take that strap over into the left hand, over into the right hand, and then pull the left leg a couple of inches over to the right side. So just a little bit, enough to get into that outer left hip, IT band. We can press the left thumb into the left hip crease, encouraging the hip to drop down. The knee can bend a little bit. It can be fully straight, up to you. Playing around with that sweet spot. And then finally, let's take the strap into the left hand, open the left leg over to the left shoulder. Right hand to come back to right hip as you find a stretch through the inner thigh. Releasing that strap, place it down, bend the left knee, bring the foot to the inner right thigh, so like a half diamond shape. Press your hands into the floor, chin to chest, roll yourself all the way back up to find that seat. The legs stay where they are, right leg long, sit tall, inhale, exhale, invite a gentle twist to the right. Left hand comes outside the right thigh, right hand behind you, looking over right shoulder. Rotate through center, inhale, exhale, go the other way, twist to the left, right hand outside left thigh, left hand behind you, sit tall, inhale, and then exhale, go deeper as you exhale. And one more time, we'll bring the chest through center, the hands back behind us. We're gonna plant the right foot, pick that left ankle up, place it on top of the right thigh, adjusting the bum or the hips up and down, maybe closer to the heel to get deeper into the outer left hip. As you breathe in, press your chest up towards the ceiling. Lift your gaze, open the throat. Maybe again, adding a gentle little movement here from side to side. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Keep the legs where they are. We lower our shape to the right. Step the left foot to the floor and then sit up tall onto both hips. Inhale up, exhale, we twist over to the left. Right elbow could wrap outside the left thigh. The left hand can come behind you, sit tall, breath in. Exhale, go deeper into this twist. And then we'll move all the way over to the right, counter twist. Plant the hands down. You're looking to the back of the room here. One more time, the feet are not going to move. We press down, lift your hips, and then continue to walk yourself to the right. So move the feet, turning the toes all the way to the front of the mat. Eventually continuing to walk the hands a little bit more to the right. Option to roll to outer edges of the feet, getting a stretch through the outer hip. Let your chin go, let your head go. Bring your hands back through center. Bring the left foot underneath the left hip, standing forward fold. Soft bend into the knees. Sway from side to side. You could even grab opposite elbows again. Or this time, if you feel like going deeper, grab to the backs of the ankles. Lift the tailbone higher. Draw the belly to thigh. Soft bend into the knees, roll yourself up to stand, bone by bone. Let your head be the last thing to arrive. Sweep your fingertips up, inhale. Once you get there, we grab the right wrist with the left hand, lengthen taller, inhale, exhale. Find your side bend to the left, gentle pull onto the right wrist. Staying in your side bend, step your right foot behind you, come to the outer edge of that foot, and then go a little bit deeper as you pull right wrist over to the left. Feet come underneath the hips, reach the fingertips to the sky. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, belly back down to thigh. Breathe in to lengthen, long spine, flat back. Fingertips down, step your right foot back, drop your right knee to the floor. Low lunge, hands inside that front foot, and then heel toe the left foot off to the left side of your space. We find that low lizard lunge again. Stay up on hands. You could drop down to elbows to forearms. Choosing to come to outer edge of front foot or keeping all 5 toes planted. If you come to the outer edge, Option to place left hand onto the left inner thigh and then press away. Okay, we'll all meet back up onto our hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. This time we step back, left foot to right, find a high plank. Just for a moment, press the floor away, energize up through the belly. As you exhale, bring your knees down, untuck the toes, pull the chest through the thumbs, elbows bend to lower you all the way down to the mat. You can take the feet a little bit wider, tops of the feet pressed down. Inhale, 3 back bends. Start with baby cobra. You may be ready to come all the way up into full cobra. Exhale to soften. So 2 more back bends at your own timing. Baby cobra, full cobra. You could even take sphinx pose or seal pose. And then last one, inhale, find that back bend, keep pressing the tops of the feet to the floor. And exhale to lower. Good, we'll press the hands down, we'll rock back to tabletop, tuck your toes, come into your first downward facing dog here. Tailbone lifts up towards the ceiling, adjust the feet, maybe keeping a soft bend into the backs of the knees, heels lifting. Shake your head out, shake your hips out, finding as much strength in the arms and the legs. So equal distribution of weight. One more breath in this downward facing dog. We're gonna walk the hands back just slightly. So we find a shorter down dog and then adding in a twist. Right hand will reach outside the left ankle. Pull your gaze underneath the left armpit. See if we could keep pressing both heels to the floor. Drop right shoulder away from right ear. And then when you're ready, release, switch it out. Left hand comes outside right ankle. Taking your gaze underneath the right armpit. Pressing right heel down. And then release, hands down. We're gonna walk back, hands to feet, come all the way to the back of the mat. Staying in that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, take one more forward fold. Send the palms underneath the soles of your feet, toes towards your wrist creases. So bend the knees as much as you need in order to get there. Maybe gluing the belly to the thighs and then finding some connection of toes onto the wrists, massaging them out, thinking of tailbone lifting, elbows coming wide, and then taking your gaze behind you. We'll release fingertips to the floor, bend your knees, roll yourself up all the way to stand, bone by bone, reach the fingertips to the sky, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna find an eagle wrap of the arm. So take the right arm underneath the left. To start, we could bring hands behind us to the shoulder blades. Or we could work the full bind, bringing palms to connect. So right arm underneath left, lifting the arms up away from us, maybe soft bend into the knees as you find a lift of the chest. From here, stand your left foot, wrap your right thigh over the left thigh. You could take a bind of the toes behind the calf or just stay with right thigh on top of the left. Taking a little balance here. See if you can get deeper. Continuing to lift the arms up, or you have the option to add a fold. So chest coming towards right thigh, drawing fingers away, finding that really nice tight shape here, focusing your gaze. Connect to the breath, a little bit more energy and heat. To unravel, lose the arms, sweep the right knee into the chest, stand tall. Exhale, step the feet underneath the hips, forward fold to release. We'll relax here for a moment, sway from side to side again, shake out the head. And then take it slowly all the way back up to stand, bone by bone. Head rise last. Sweep your fingers to the sky. Before we take the other side, quickly let's bend the elbows, cactus the arms, pull the heart space forward, pull the hands behind you. We'll release the hands to the lower back, fingertips point down, squeeze elbows tight. Option to add deeper back bend by pressing the hips forward and opening up. I'm keeping my knees quite soft, shining my sternum or my heart to the ceiling, opening the throat. And then bring yourself all the way back up, find your gaze forward. Reach the arms up, inhale, left side, left arm comes underneath the right. Option, hands come to the back, to the shoulders, or find the bind, palms connect. From here, we'll lift the fingertips up, stand to the right foot, wrap the left thigh over the right thigh. Toes can connect to the back of the ankle, or you just squeeze the thighs together. And then you could stay lifted, or you could invite a little fold, coming into the tightest, smallest shape, really binding, really squeezing through the arms and the legs. Build a bit of heat, build a bit of fire. Let's release, arms let go, left knee to chest, stand tall, and step left foot down to meet the right. Hinge your hips and take your fold. Last time, we'll walk it out. Come all the way to a high plank position. If you feel like you want to invite a flow, it could even just be a drop of the hips, the thighs, taking an up dog instead of chaturanga. And then exhale either way. Let's come up and over, downward facing dog. Take your last big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and just let that go. Good. We'll come up onto the toes, dropping the knees all the way down to the mat. Good. Swinging the legs around, finding your way to a seat. You have the option to just turn around, face the back of the mat, or you have the option to kind of shimmy your bum forward here. Feet can be planted, and just like we started, we're going to begin to make our way all the way back down onto our back body. With control, if possible, bone by bone, ripple yourself down. Legs are long, full body stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, let's just pull the right knee in. Keep the left leg long. Take the arms around the right shin. Draw some circles with that knee, with that thigh. And then eventually coming into your twist. Left hand glides the right thigh over to the left side of your space. Open up the arms, palms facing up. Keep your gaze lifted or let your gaze fall to the right. Encouraging your body to slow down once again. Breathing into that right side body. We'll come back slowly, right knee into the chest. You could give it one more hug and squeeze, and then just switch it out. Left knee in, right leg long. And taking the hands onto the left shin, draw some circles. You could even draw circles with the ankles. And then left thigh is going to move over to the right side, taking your twist. Let it fall, let the arms open up, palms face the ceiling. Gaze up or gaze to the left. Try to drop that left shoulder as much as you can to the floor. Unclench any muscles in the glutes, in the hips, in the leg. We'll come back one more time, left knee into the chest. Pull your right knee in as well. Inviting our last shape as a shoulder stand or plow pose. And if you're not feeling comfortable going into that shape, you can start to find any other shapes before Shavasana. If you're looking to go into your shoulder stand, start by drawing the knees, the thighs in towards you. Chin always stays to chest. You're gonna start to feel your bum lifting. Your hands come to your lower back. Shoulders stand. Continue to lift your hips, lift your feet up towards the ceiling. So I have most of my weight onto my shoulders, onto my triceps, not that much weight onto the back of my neck. Again, I'm never looking around. So I'm going to go a little bit faster through this so you know how to come out, but please stay here if you're comfortable. From shoulder stand, you could come down through plow pose. So toes come behind your head. Be mindful of the neck. Maybe the toes don't touch, that's okay. Maybe you start to walk the toes further behind the head. And then whenever you're ready, very, very slowly control bone by bone. You'll release and begin to set up for your final rest. Maybe you need a moment with the feet planted, just like you did at the start, rocking the knees from side to side, releasing tension through lower back. If there's any last shapes your body needs, please take them now. Otherwise, we'll meet here together. Final Shavasana. As soon as you land in stillness, take that big breath in through the nose, maybe hold or retain the breath, and then open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Scanning your body, noticing how the energy feels. Letting your eyes completely close or gaze soften, drawing awareness to the space between the eyebrows, the third eye. Scan your body from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes, full body completely and deeply relaxed. Taking as much time as you can in this rest. Feeling off practice together. You could stay exactly where you are, or just place the palms to any place that's calling for you today. Thank you for joining, for watching. Feel free to leave any comments, send me a message. 30-minute videos happening here on YouTube. And then I have an on-demand platform where full videos are posted in various styles. So if you're interested, you could check that out or send me a message. Have a beautiful rest of your day. See you soon.